before I came homeless, I was a caregiver to my 7 nephews. Someone needed to be there to help my mom with them. My other 2 sisters was out in the streets and into drugs and alcohol. So I stayed there with her so somebody could be there at home with them at the age of 14. All the way up to the age of 18 years old. At the age of 18 years old, I started having my own kids because it was like, I was tired of taking care of somebody else's kids. So by the time I turned 18 years old, I had my first son.
What did you expect, Mommy, when you first came to Emancipation Station?
I was scared. I didn't know what to expect, but it was like the Lord took this big burden off my chest just to leave the situation that I was in that was, it's just not a place for a child to be. So I had to take that in consideration. I went to praying, and when I gave my life over to the Lord, He has sent me on this journey.
No, my sheltering experience happened when I was pregnant with my daughter. She was like, she wasn't really born yet, but I would stay with family and friends. And then a little bit after she was born, probably like, she was like 6 or 7 months old at that time, I just decided it was time for me to just branch out and do things on my own because I got tired of staying with friends and family, and I felt like it wasn't benefiting me.
We have to leave the shelter at Forest Avenue by 8 o'clock, and we come to True Life, and that's where we spend our time all the way till 5:40 every day. And one of my biggest things is counseling. You know, getting to talk to adults, and you know, the adults that's such as you, Pastor, and Miss Pat.
When I first came to the Freedom House, I didn't have no hope, low self-esteem. I didn't have a job. Today, I have 2 jobs. I make $8.50 on one of my jobs at Superior Linen, and I'm personal care assistant making $11.50.
I just kind of backed away from everybody, you know, and I think now that I'm more comfortable and more secure in myself as a person, that I can come and just be free and just let my inner Shaquita come out, you know.
You can do anything that you put your mind. Whatever you put your mind, where you want, whatever you want to be, you could be it. And that's about all.
And when I first came in, I was just like a mouse in the room, you know, trying to hide it, you know, but you need to sign in. So when I signed in, I just was like, this is my new family. I mean, it was just a feeling that I almost can't even explain because it was so joyous, but I just felt warmth and I felt love, and I just felt like I was so accepted no matter what my troubles or struggles or how I presented myself or, you know, anything. I was never judged.
I was in and out of school. I couldn't get my education because someone had to be there with the kids while my mom worked. So most of the time, I was a caregiver to my nephews.
And when we come to True Life, the kids have activities. We have our newfound family that we see every day and interact with the kids.
So every time I came, you know, a lot of the ladies who still come and visit, they basically adopted my daughter, and they literally fight over my daughter, you know, and I think that's like the most beautiful, amazing thing ever, you know.
But she has really adopted a lot of us.
Yes, yeah.
And I got to meet her daughter. She's beautiful.
And somebody asked me a while ago, well, you got your own place, you have a job, you have a car, and you're doing good. Why do you still go back over to the Emancipation Station? And I said, because they need the women there, they need to see a positive role model. They need to see that, yes, they're in the slump right now. And they're in a slump right now, but they also need to see that you can be in a slump and you can get out of it, and you can stay out of it. Because I think you're more of my family than my own family is.
When I first got here to the Freedom House, I didn't have no hope. But since I've been a resident here at the Freedom House, going on 7 months, and I love it here at the Freedom House.
The day that I woke up and I knew I was coming to your guys' place, I was so joyous. I was outside on the sidewalk and I didn't even know what was about to happen, but I was like, yay, we got somewhere to go during the day. And like, the kids, you know, I know the kids aren't going to be out in the cold freezing all day. Pastor Alice, you have been amazing to us from the day that we first began to come here. Miss Pat has had briefly talked to me and had so much good positive stuff to say, you know, with her position that she holds at True Life, and sent me in your direction. You guys have helped us get clothes. You guys have helped us with shelter to refer us, toys for the kids. You guys have supplied us with our daily needs. Food. Every day, you know, when I first came into this whole situation, I wondered, you know, how the kids were going to eat during the day because I couldn't afford it. And the Lord blessed me with you guys because my kids get to eat every day and I know they're not hungry. And
John, your employer, he speaks so highly of you. He absolutely speaks so highly of you. And we just know that you've got a great future ahead of you. Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
success right now for me is going to be an amazing outcome because I now have a newfound father in my life, and that's the Lord Jesus Christ, and the family that my newfound family that He's provided me with. I know that any time that if I have any struggles, I can come back to you ladies. I know that during the day, if I just want to come see you guys, I can. I know that I'm going to be in my own home. I'm going to be able to cook for my kids and be able to bathe them in our own shower. And I'm going to be able to provide for my children going through your guys' program. It's really setting me up to make sure that my future doesn't fail again.
Well, on 28th of this month, I have a year clean in my addiction, alcohol and crack cocaine. I go to a place called, this class called Out Care. I graduate the first week of February. And the way I look at my success is, I know that when I'm going to All Care and Rediscover, my recovery don't start until I walk out them doors the first week of February. My long time goal is staying clean and sober, getting me somewhere to stay, continue going to my jobs.
I would define my success for me as just doing things like as far as making sure I don't go back into being in a shelter, staying on a job, constantly working, staying away from negativity, and just being surrounded by positive people, and also by influencing others as far as staying positive, because I still come and visit the Emancipation Station.
Pastor Alice and Miss Pat, I want to be a leader too in the community. I would love to come donate my time to helping other females. I believe I've already started that because the Lord has given me a gift, and that's being able to do hair and nails and stuff like that. And I'm not charging the ladies any money to do their hair, and if they could get their own hair and can afford it, I will as right now I'm already doing braids and hair. So I want to continue to do that for the ladies that can't afford it and stuff like that. I just want to donate my time back. Just give just a little back that was given to me. If I could do anything that, you know, the talent the Lord has given me, I want to do that. I want to be able to do for the little girls. I want to be able to braid their hair if, you know, their moms can't afford it or don't know how to braid. Just give back to the children and the other mothers and maybe single fathers out here if I can. I think I was telling you, Miss Pat, how beautiful it is to actually see a pastor out here in the public that gives as much as you do every day. I mean, you've touched so many people. Just your warmth of your smile, or you just coming in to say hello.
I can't think of anything I'd rather do. I can't think of another place I'd rather be than on 31st Street. I tell you, if somebody says there's any place in the world that you want to go, we'll send you, and I'd say 31st in Charlotte.
The people like Miss Pat that you brought in here to help us, everything is beautiful.
It gives me great joy. I love to see.
Beautiful.
I love to see lives changed. I love to see people doing what they love to do.
I didn't even know who you were when you first came in that day. I just seen the light coming behind you, and after seeing you that first day, whenever Miss Pat sent me over to talk to you, I was like, oh yeah. And so I knew from that day, and I don't know how long you've been doing it, but it's beautiful.
Seeing you become what you desire to become and to do those things that you feel that you should be doing. And to see that, that's, to me, that's success. That's my reason for being. Yes.